A star, baby, to be on my show. You don't have to be a star, baby, but you better be bold. Yeah! Shake my pom poms, shake my pom poms, shake my pom poms. Yes, good evening to you. And of course, you got Kimberly F. Brown inside the Little Hut podcast, where it may be just a tad bit hot for you and yours. Welcome to Brown on Cleveland, Friday night, 10 p.m. All talk, no gossip, and maybe just a little bit of drama and a little bit of shiggity, shiggity, shiggity boo. Now, of course, before we get started, I have to give a shout out to my sponsors, and my sponsorships are growing. But first and foremost, don't forget if you're looking for a single home, commercial property, new development, you got to contact Dream Team Realty and ask for Aletha Johnson. Why? Because she's my favorite realtor, and her number is 216 375 3681. Now, I have a new sponsor. Her name is Angie Marie out of Maple Heights, Ohio. And it's New Beginnings 1111 Custom Creations. Now, if you're looking for t shirts, hoodies, jackets, tumblers, cups, mugs, team uniforms, family and class reunion designs, then of course, you got to contact Angie. Oh, and by the way, she designs some of the material that you see Brown on Cleveland with when I walk around Cuyahoga County. Reach out to Angie today and let her know that Brown, that damn Brown on Cleveland sent you. Call her at 216 395 7335. Once again, 216 395 7335. She got you covered. She does some of the best t shirts on the planet. Now, also, too, don't forget about the concerned citizens of Garfield Heights. Why? Because they're always rocking and supporting your girl. So, of course, a good shout out to them. And then, too, don't forget that tomorrow, Pink and Blue Enterprise, Fearless Eagle Fall Fashion Line is tomorrow at the Civic Center over in Cleveland Heights. Now, doors open at 4 p.m. There's going to be food, a cash bar, a nice fashion line, and you will experience a jazz concert by the jazz group Forecast. Now, if you have not received your tickets, call Dana right now at 216 256 4467. That's Dana at 216 256 4467. Once again, welcome inside the Little Hut podcast. And of course, this is Brown, that damn Brown on Cleveland. Now, let's get down to the get down. So, of course, we're going into the city of Garfield Heights because I got to tell you about that damn Third Federal Bank. Now, they off the chain. But before I do that, let me take a pause for a minute and let me go into the 11th Congressional District race. Now, that's the race between Congresswoman Chantel Get Down Brown. Chantel. Chantel is our current congressperson, and she's being challenged by a guy named Alan Rappaport. Now, here's the problem I have. A couple of months ago, I asked Mr. Rappaport to come inside the Little Hut podcast because he's the type of cat that likes to drag people on social media. So he's been trying to drag Congresswoman Brown. Now, come see, come saw, it is an election season, and I don't have issue with that. The issue that I have is this. It's amazing to me how people who are running for office will make an attempt to drag their opponent. But when it comes down to the get down, to sit down with a person like Kimberly F. Brown inside the hut, they run. So my thing to Mr. Rappaport is this, and you guys can go and tell him I said it. Stop trying to drag the Congresswoman talking about what you think she's not doing, when in fact, you can't come inside the Lil Hut podcast and sit down like a grown ass man is supposed to and explain to constituents of the 11th Congressional District how you will be a better congressperson. Because I'm going to tell you like this, like Freddie said last week, if you run from Kim Brown and Brown on Cleveland inside the Lil Hut, you ain't worthy to take that seat. Now, I'm not on anybody's side, but what I will tell you is this. Get Down Chantel Brown has come to WOVU and she sat down with Brown on Cleveland. If I wanted her to come inside the Little Hut, she would be here. And she definitely would not be out there trying to drag somebody on social media, because what I do know about the woman is this. Whatever she can say on social media, although she's not that immature, she can say publicly in a newspaper or on a podcast. So listen, Mr. Alan Rappaport, I saw your post. I commented on your post, and you didn't respond back to me on your post. So I'm going to say this to you again. I don't like cowards. I don't like people who are running for office talking about what they think they're going to do, what they say they can do. They out here trying to talk about a dream when the incumbent is living the dream. If you honestly think, Mr. Rappaport, you can do a better job, come to Brown on Cleveland inside the Little Hut. Let me ask you some questions. See, because I'm not like the plain dealer. I'm not like them jokers who ask those soft, easy kindergarten questions. I got some questions. And if you're looking for support from the 11th Congressional District, then all means, listen, come inside the hut. If you're not going to come inside the hut, all I would say is this: shut up. Damn right. And yes, Kimberly Brown said it. Brown, 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 that damn Brown on Cleveland. Yeah. Shake my pom-poms, shake my pom-poms, shake my pom-poms. But listen, you guys, this evening, we need to talk about Third Federal Bank. Third Federal Bank, the one that's located over in the Garfield Heights Plaza, right off of Rockside Road. Now, you guys know that last Thursday, October 3rd, Brown on Cleveland, Flavor, Sweet and Sassy Trucks, who else? The Black Women Commission of Cuyahoga County, and the National Congress of Black Women. We held a donation drive in support of the people in North Carolina who experienced a very devastating situation due to Hurricane Helene. It was all over the news. I put it on Newsbreak, and we shared it all across social media. We set up a truck over across from Flavor that's owned by Rhonda Stubbs Tatum. We were there from, 11 a.m. I think I left out of there at about 10:45 p.m. collecting donations. Not only were we there, but we had several elected officials who came by to help. Like we had Mayor Matt Burke of Garfield. We had Councilwoman Jennifer Neuron. She's the councilperson of Ward 7 in the city of Garfield. And we had Rachel Tunksy, who's the councilperson of Ward 5, amongst other elected officials who stopped by to help or to cheer us on and to shake their pom-poms. We had music outside. We were on the property of Flavor. We weren't bothering anybody. The truck that was out there was immobile. It could not move. So while we're having a good time, people are coming. They're dropping off their donations. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody is shaking their pom poms and supporting the victims of North Carolina. So during this process, two officers, police officers from the city of Garfield showed up, a male and a female. The female officer, when she pulled up in her car, she blocked traffic and she was very aggressive with her tone. I stepped out to talk to her because she was talking to several members of the commission. Because I was responsible for the outside, it was my duty to talk with her. And when we began talking, first of all, her tone was too aggressive. She had inadvertently accused us of collecting donations, harassing people, and she said that people were complaining, whatever. First of all, it wasn't true, number one. Number two, your tone was wrong. Number three, I told her, rather than her listening to naysayers and rumors and gossip, she needed to approach us different and she needed to find out the truth before she decided to get all aggressive, because wasn't nothing going down that day. This is the problem that Black and brown people have with police officers who don't know how to approach a situation in a pleasant form. Express some pleasantries. Don't be so dogmatic with your approach, because one thing I know is this: aggression breeds aggression. So she left because she knew that she was wrong. She approached the other cop, they talked, and they left. During that particular time, I'm not gonna lie, I was a tad bit heated, especially from a situation that had occurred earlier when you had an individual was out there trying to get shine on our event and talking to the media, and he didn't have permission to do so. Pow, just popped out of nowhere. I didn't like that approach. Get you some business. Long story short, as we're going through this process, I found out that 3rd Federal made a call to the Garfield Heights Police Department. 3rd Federal. 3rd Federal is about 2 stores down from Flavor. 3rd Federal allegedly called the police. The call did come from them, though, and allegedly told them that there was a lady out there riding around in a van asking people for money. That is by far such a big ass lie. First of all, it's a 40-foot truck. And if anybody knows Kimberly Brown don't like to drive, number one. Number two, I cannot drive a semi. Number three, the semi was stationed. It was immobile. It couldn't even move. So that was a lie. That was a lie. Rather than 3rd Federal leave their little building, walk about 10 feet down, and ask us what was going on, they made an assumption. They called the police, and that could have been a very, very serious issue. The point I'm gonna make is this: sometimes people need to mind their damn business. Know what you're talking about before you call the police. We saw this with George Floyd. We saw this with the young man who got killed over at Kudale Rec Center. And we see this across the American city, the United States of America. We always see this. We always see people calling the police on Black and brown people, talking about something is going on when in fact nothing is going on. But here's the shameful part. I went into 3rd Federal the other day because I had spoke with the manager about the incident, and he promised me that we were going to get an apology letter, which in fact I received today, and I will read it. When I went into the bank, honestly, let me be honest, I was looking for a bunch of Caucasian people. I was. Here's the upsetting part, and I could be wrong. When I looked in that bank, I didn't see not one white person working. Not a one. Maybe they were off. All I know is this. Sometimes, even our own kind is messy, and they will put you in a situation that you should have never been in. So I don't know what's going on with Third Federal, but I will say this. There's a white man that stands right there in the plaza every single day you go into the Garfield Heights Plaza off of Rockside. He's always begging for money. And I'm guilty because sometimes, if I feel like it, I'll stop, I'll roll my window down, and I will give him money. The point I'm going to make is this. This guy is out there every single day. And I watch police officers ride right by him. And I'm quite sure employees at Third Federal, they see him when they enter work and they see him when they leave work. My question is, how many times, Third Federal, have you called the Garfield Heights Police Department on that white man who literally asked for money inside the plaza? My question to the Garfield Heights Police Department, especially that police woman, how many times have you rolled up on that white man who's in the plaza with his brown cardboard asking people for money? My assumption is none. And the reason why I can say that is because he's out there every single day, brown on Cleveland. There's nowhere in the world that me and my women, and on top of that, there were white women out there helping us too, should be approached by the Garfield Heights Police Department because of a report, a frivolous report that was made by somebody who's employed by Third Federal Bank. That was hurtful. It was very sad. Because with so many things going on in our community, you mean to tell me they had nothing else better to do but to bother a group of people who was doing good in the neighborhood? Shame on Third Federal. If you call the police on black, you damn sure better call it on white. Brown, 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 that damn brown on Cleveland. But here, I did receive a letter from the manager of Third Federal Bank, and I'm going to read it to you. It's addressed to President Kimberly F. Brown of the Black Women Commission of Cuyahoga County. The letter is dated October 4th, 2024. It says, "Dear President Brown," that's me. It says, "Please accept this letter of sincere apology regarding the unfortunate events that occurred on Thursday, October 3rd, 2024, during your community event. As I mentioned to you during our phone conversation on October 4th, this was most definitely a misunderstanding, and I am deeply sorry for the unfair treatment that you and your organization received. I want to personally commend you and your organization for the great work that you are doing in the local community and across the country. Let's continue to make our world a better place. Sincerely yours," he signed his name, He's the branch manager of the Garfield Heights branch. That's what you call taking onus for somebody's ignorance. Now, is this letter satisfactory? Not really, but it will do. What I will tell people is this: sometimes all you got to do is get out of your comfort zone, get out of the way, ask questions, find out what's going on before you call 911. I wish the city of Garfield had an ordinance that would read something of such that would say that if you call the police and your call is deemed frivolous, you would be fined $1,000. No payment plan, no hearing, no nothing. That situation could have turned out very wrong. It could have been a fatality. Third Federal called the white police officer. She was very aggressive. I'm a little guilty. I was totally upset. Aggression breeds aggression. Brown on Cleveland. Stop that damn nonsense. Makes no sense. This takes me back to me being traumatized over in the city of Maple Heights, when the council president, Ron Jackson, called the white police chief to have me removed from a council meeting because he thought that I was going to talk about the corruption that was going on in their city when a black council person who was running for mayor sent a white couple in Brecksville a disparaging and a discriminatory letter on city council letterhead without permission, and it was a bully approach. And the council president turned his head to the wrongness that was done to the white couple. I don't care what color you are. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And Maple Heights was wrong for that. It reminds me when I was in the city of Brooklyn and the white cop told me that I couldn't park legally. And he told me to get out of Brooklyn. And I watched the mayor and the chief of police protect this white cop. But then the mayor, weeks later, sent me a letter of apology because he knew the cop was wrong, the chief was wrong, and he was wrong, and they were afraid of a lawsuit. I'm sick of these sick people. It reminds me when I was in the city of North Random, when I was in the city of North Random, and a black cop told me that I could not text while sitting parked legally in my car. And he had his hand on his holster. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all something. You're not going to keep putting my life in danger because of your silliness, your pettiness, and your nonsense. Then you get mad. You get mad. You got the nerves to get mad when people call you out on your mess. I am going to call you out on your mess. I don't like dirty cops. I don't like aggressive cops, but I do compliment cops who really believe in the duty of protecting and serving. I don't like black people who cause mess. I don't like white folks who call mess. I don't like people who are messy, period. Get you some business, Brown on Cleveland. Sick and tired of this mess. What is it going to take? Sometimes y'all mind y'all business when y'all shouldn't mind y'all business. And then when you should mind your business, you're not minding your business. And that is shameful. So listen, Third Federal, I hate to tell you, you don't get a pass. You don't get a pass. I appreciate you owning up, but you don't get a pass. Understand this. Y'all building got big old windows. If you were really sincere about what happened or what should not have happened, you would have looked out your window. You would have walked your butt out that door, and you would have come down as a business owner, and you would have talked to another business owner. Her name is Rhonda Stubb Tatum. You didn't do that. So I thank you for my letter of apology, but you owe Flavor an apology. You owe the National Congress of Black Women an apology. You owe all of the people who came out to donate an apology. And by the way, the people who came out, they came out in droves. They were very supportive. They weren't trying to hurt anybody. They was helping everybody in North Carolina who became a victim of Hurricane Helene. So let this just be the lesson to everybody. Before you get on the phone and start gossiping and talking stupid, know what you're talking about. Because you're going to get somebody hurt. Stupidity can lead to tragedy. A tragedy can lead to a fatality. Come on, y'all. We're better than that. We can get things right. Brown on Cleveland. So listen, that's all I wanted to say tonight. My time is up, and you know, hey, I got to go. And I know as I shake my pom-poms, I done made some more enemies tonight, but y'all know me. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, because I probably don't like you anyway. But as I always say is this, I know you don't like me. Listen, I am so cool with that because 10 times out of 10, I don't like you either. But listen, real talk, if you need me, call me. Hey, y'all know, better not talk about me because I will talk about you back and I will go on verbal attack, right? Y'all know that. So listen, y'all continue to go out there and vote, darn right. Shake your pom-poms, shake your pom-poms, shake your pom-poms. Listen, I don't care who y'all vote for. I really don't. Listen, just go out there and vote. So listen, y'all know me. My name is Kimberly, 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 Kimberly F. Brown. Bank calls police on black, gives white a pass. That is a no, simply no. You guys have a great one. Remember, you don't have to be a star, baby, to be on my show. You don't have to be a star, baby. But damn it, you better be bold.